I think I finally get what men mean when they say hitting the wall. I think I have hit the wall because I no longer see a reason for dating. It's pointless. I don't need any more friends. I don't have enough time for the friends I have that I actually like. I don't ever want to share my home with a man.
You could just look at this screenshot and tell that she's DEAD inside. And we all know how she got that way. Countless pump and dumps by guys that were out of her league. Not only by guys named Chad, but guys named Rick, guys named Scott, guys named Braden, and the list goes on and on. Just think about it like this. This is a moderately attractive woman. There's no reason on God's green earth that she should have problems dating. But when your dating strategy is to chase the guys who are the most likely to not give a damn about you and just see you as an option, it was written in the stars for this to be your future.
Single women 45 to 65 are aging into poverty in spite of their education level. Yes, old ladies with little dogs are most telling indeed of the life path modern women have chosen. Young women are finding out what it is like for men 24/7 and how being alone is the norm for most of us guys. We have gotten used to being alone, and by the time we hit 40, we prefer being alone because you women are too much of an entitled pain and headache and risk of lifetime financial ruin.
Just an update from your 35-year-old best friend in Brooklyn. I actually agree with Max's comment here. Women do hit the wall around 30. Yeah, we've actually been dating so much and we've done so much work on ourselves that we've hit the wall of dating immature, emotionally unavailable, patriarchal, and misogynistic, closed-minded men. Yeah, we're really looking forward to emotionally available partners who can support us and we can support them. So yeah, I'm so glad that, word is spreading. I hope this is the beginning of a revolution.
After a certain age, all women have to face to the wall. Only the ones who are prepared for it get to experience the better life. Those who deny it hit it hard, and it hurts. That's the reality, and it has never changed.
We sick of doing it ourselves. Tire flat, pouring down rain, AAA talking about some 2 damn hours, and this some bullshit. I should be able to just call one of the boos up and be like, hey, babe, my tire, or the boo up, let me say that. Be like, hey, babe, I got a flat. And no Thursdays, I got a lot on my plate at work. So this some bullshit. Sick of that. This adulting is some I'm tired of doing it.
Oh, it would be so much easier, wouldn't it? But in order to get help like that, it's usually going to require getting into a relationship, which is going to take work.
The only other thing that hasn't changed is women's love for Chad and Tyrone. Because being with them indicates two things. 1. The woman hasn't matured emotionally because she still wants to be with Chad, whom she liked 15 years ago. And 2. She's still under the delusion that she's as attractive as she was 15 years ago.
Okay, so I've been on Hinge on and off for about a year now, and every time I jump back on, it's the same people. And I see you, you see me, we're probably not compatible, and that's cool. But I feel like Hinge and dating apps should have like this end of the year party where all of us who haven't found a match can just meet up and have fun, party, chat about dates, I don't know, like something to celebrate, right? What do we think?
Little does she know it's actually a party like that. I had to search extra hard for this video. They was acting like it's the Krabby Patty formula or something, but I was able to get the video. Take a look.
Modern women who are successful and have built their careers in the last 2 decades are now lonely. They have their profiles on platforms such as Tinder, but all they attract are either thirsty young guys looking for cougars or old men who want a woman to simply live the rest of their days with. So, why aren't men getting married anymore, and what can women do about it? The legal consequences of marriage in today's environment are so drastic that it is prohibitive for many men to even consider marrying.
This new generation of men are pissing me the f*** off.
Good.
Like, okay, not all men, for y'all that are gonna come and say that yes, not all f***ing men. But apparently, all the men that seem to want to slide in my f***ing DMs are like this.
No, all the guys that slide in your DMs that are super handsome and tall are like that. You completely ignore 80% of your DMs. Please don't leave that out. Now see, it's one thing to have long nails as a woman. It's another thing to literally have sharp claws like a cat. Or shall I say, like a demon. I think that's more fitting. If long ghetto nails are a red flag, Sharp, long demon nails are a black flag. That's all I'm saying, fellas. What other red flags can we see? How many earrings does she have in her ear? That's a red flag. Those eyelashes look fake. Red flag. The fact that she cuss every other word. Red flag. The fact that she has a TikTok. Red flag.
The problem with it is that it has specifically got more to do with the Western world versus other places like Asia, or maybe Eastern Europe or Russia, for example. So the way family law has kind of progressed and evolved over time is that it's turned into a scenario where it's very high risk and low reward for men. Today, men have been influenced by women speaking through movies, books, and TV shows, where the only guys they seem to like are the nice guys who are not masculine at all, and basically are guys that every woman in the real world will friend zone. Guys need to understand the true nature of women, and need to understand that what women say versus what women really feel are completely different things, and it will always be like that, no matter the year and no matter the country. They need to work on themselves, develop interesting habits, build a strong physique, and become better at dating women. However, women also need to lower their expectations because they just seem to expect everything from a guy. I don't even know if what is currently happening here is intentional, but it is an exploitation of the male nature. A man naturally wants to protect women. He wants to be of service. He wants to be loyal, and he wants to do what's right. But women condition guys to believe that what they're doing, they absolutely have to do for women because that's their birthright. Every time he disobeys your orders or ceases to be your servant, you can simply accuse him of disregarding that particular aspect of what it means to be a man, and he will comply.
But really, this is crazy. It's been a rough month for me, and I got COVID. Somebody help me. I'm so tired of being an independent woman sometimes. Sometimes, I just want to be taken care of. You know, my whole life, I've just been so independent.
The fact is that modern women have made themselves the most obsolete option for dating, marriage, and family. And men are walking away from dating, opting out of marriage, and going their own way, choosing to live their best single lives without the risk of lifetime financial ruin and needless drama that women bring.
I have myself so riled up thinking about how men used to write books like this, and now they're all Bitcoin obsessed SoundCloud rapper finance bros. That's not what women want. We want you to be in existential crisis at all times and pretty gay. That's what we want. That's what women like.
Ladies, you cannot afford to reject 95% of males to chase after chads. The 5% of males whom you ladies have given a line of easy access women for every day of the week, and no reason to commit and expect it not to have long-term consequences. 45% of American working women 25 to 45 are projected by data to be single, childless, and partnerless by 2030.
So, up until recently, I really thought that this idea of ghosting people was a Gen Z thing. And then I got ghosted by a 30-year-old and I thought, this is very confusing. I thought we were adults. I didn't think we were still in middle school or even high school. I didn't think we were doing that. I'm just wondering, is it just like a lack of decency for other human beings? A couple years ago, I went on a couple dates with this guy, and I wasn't feeling it, and I was like, I just don't think this is gonna work, but he was a good guy, and I was like, he deserves communication. And so I made the phone call because he had asked, he wanted to take me out to a really nice dinner, and I was like, oh, I just can't have him spend that much money on me when I don't see it moving forward. And I just said, hey, thank you so much for your time. I really enjoy you as a person. I really don't see this going anywhere. I thought that that's what adults do, Anyway, so it's no shock that I was surprised.
Men have realized that enough is enough. All the talk about equality is meaningless if it's only selective equality that doesn't respect the hardworking men who have physically built the infrastructure of the world in some of the toughest conditions humanly possible. They've realized that it's not even worth being with women anymore, because all they bring to the table is unrealistic expectations and a sense of unwarranted entitlement, and seek to make sure men live their lives revolving around women catering to their needs. And it's because of this reason that all the women who played political games for the last 20 years and are now incredibly successful and wealthy, live in beautiful homes, drive the classiest cars, and have the most social lifestyles that you can imagine. But the one thing these women don't have, and the one thing they will hardly ever admit to, is loneliness. It's their loneliness and how they willfully ignore hitting the wall.
I think I finally get what men mean when they say hitting the wall. I think I have hit the wall because I no longer see a reason for dating. It's pointless. I don't need any more friends. I don't have enough time for the friends I have that I actually like. I don't ever want to share my home with a man.
You could just look at this screenshot and tell that she's DEAD inside. And we all know how she got that way. Countless pump and dumps by guys that were out of her league. Not only by guys named Chad, but guys named Rick, guys named Scott, guys named Braden, and the list goes on and on. Just think about it like this. This is a moderately attractive woman. There's no reason on God's green earth that she should have problems dating. But when your dating strategy is to chase the guys who are the most likely to not give a damn about you and just see you as an option, it was written in the stars for this to be your future.
Men have told women exactly what they want in very simple terms. There have been no ifs and buts about what men want in women. And unlike women, who have a list of requirements a mile long, men only want about 5 or 6 things from a woman. Many times, it's less than that. All women have to do is listen. They'll then know exactly what any guy wants from them. Women are extremely jealous of each other. They do everything they can to drag each other down, and then delight in seeing their sister in misery. They especially hate to see another woman happy in a relationship. The single women will do everything they can to convince the woman in the relationship that she needs to cheat, and that she can do better, just because they want her to be single and miserable, just like the rest of the sisterhood. To strong independent women out there who claim that being alone is perfectly fine, I say this: the tens of thousands of TikTok and Instagram videos of your sisters crying would contradict your claim 100%. Men help other men out. They lay down the truth pipes for the young ones so they can learn from the mistakes that older men have made regarding women. Overall, what do men want? Men want peace. We want to be left alone and not nagged every single day about trivial crap. We want to not have to take care of a grown adult that's entitled enough to think they don't have to work. We want loyalty, respect and love, honesty, and the peace of mind we aren't getting lied to and cheated on. We don't want to take care of your kids from other dudes. Simple enough, right? Wrong. No woman would do any of those things without getting money in return. Men are no longer shying away from telling the world that they've had enough, seen enough, and experienced enough to know that they just don't want to pursue women anymore. They're a whole lot better off without them. They're going their own way. They're going to live their life their own way, build their skills, pursue their long-standing habits, and live a normal life, just without being committed to women. And it's not like they hate women or anything. They just don't want to be in a relationship with women, because they're just not okay with all the drama that comes after marriage, or how the system works against them if they get divorced. And now, women are looking at men coming out and saying they're going their own way. The number of men doing this is steadily on the rise. I think this is why more women are starting to think that maybe these men might be right. They're not bad men. They're good guys who just don't want bad experiences anymore. On the scale of attraction, these guys are 4s, 5s, and even 7s and 8s. Feminism has gone from a female liberation movement to a movement that just wants to bring down men, and men are not okay with that. So they're just walking off the field and going their own way. And this is one of the prime reasons why men are increasingly single and choosing to live life on their own. They'd rather be lonely than be with women who are only going to exploit them or reject them just because they can. These are women who grew up with an entitlement to being taken on dates, being given gifts, and having their meals and expenses paid for by men. With feminism and equality on the cards, men want women to bring their half to the table, to pay up, to be the partner that the feminist movement preaches about. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.